Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang nothing, been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Godden.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. And we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes Russell Wilson leading the offense. Just this past week in Seattle, his teammates named him the offensive captain. No surprise there. And they are going to need their captain this season.
He has led them his entire career, and he stayed on the field. Hasn't had very many injuries or missed much time. And they need that to continue to happen as he continues to get better in the pocket, because behind him, Trevon Boykin, undrafted free agent from TCU. Wow, that's quite a gamble. But remember, Boykin's playing style, similar to Russell Wilson. So when they call plays, you don't have to change very much.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good game. Now, they're certainly hoping to have Graham back for week 1, but Pete Carroll said back on Monday they're taking it one day at a time. They're not going to rush him back.
The long view is the key to success. And let's face it, they can get Jimmy Graham back healthy. Even if he misses a little bit of time early, they think they'll be really ready to go with him by the playoffs, because they've got to get him fully integrated into the offense. He's going to be a key cog for Russell Wilson.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's brought down after a good gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the #1 thing you will say, he will hit you.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Wilson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
In order to get better, you can never stop coaching these guys. And Ryan Tannehill, one of the issues he's had in the league is he coughs up the ball a little bit as a quarterback.
Yeah, he hasn't been the worst, but the first 4 years he was in the league, he went 9-9-10-10 on fumbles.
So there's definitely cause for some concern, and they want to keep emphasizing protecting the ball, take care of it, because that only hurts their offense when they continue to turn it over.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go again with Rawls. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt, most in the NFL. Of course, then he had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I know. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Defense.
They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. On the run, this is Michael. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Down, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. 6-0 is our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Now to send this one away following the score. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They run a draw here on second down, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll make it 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. 23 yards on the play. So there on that that play offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Tannehill. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Tannehill, and it's caught by the tight end Cameron. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Again, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Arian Foster out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Arian Foster, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And that'll make it 13-7. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at the return.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
Tyler Lockett the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Franks for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. On first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense...
And how about this, a fake? And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Dolphins are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Seahawks deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Seahawks opening drive. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 22. Seahawks would go on to kick a field goal. Third down at the 44. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Wrights is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the interception. Lockett's going to haul in the pass over the middle. And this play goes for a score. Lead now goes to 13. Dolphins take it at the 11. Foster is wide open here on the catch, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Trailing now by just a touchdown. Seahawks have it late in the second. Lockett's going to haul in the pass, and that is a house call, which takes the lead to 13. Still late stages of the second. Parker's got the catch coming across the middle. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Dolphins now trail by 6.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Landry. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Foster alone in the backfield. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, spinning away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. And not too long ago, the last drive, they had the 4th down stop. Set the offense up in great field position. They'll be looking to do that once more.
And as a general rule, no matter how you end up stopping someone on 4th down, kind of starts up front with the big guys, doesn't it? Getting the leverage, being able to hold that point of attack, and maybe even take the line of scrimmage and move it backwards and make a big play.
What do you say, low man wins?
Every single time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down after a good game. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Baldwin. Look at the spin.
Balance.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And Charles, switching gears for a moment, looking back at the past week, obviously the story that kind of stole the headlines was Bradford going to the Vikings with Bridgewater out. What did you think of that whole deal?
Well, the Vikings have a team they feel is built to contend for a Super Bowl right now. And they don't want that window to close. And with Teddy Bridgewater's injury, they wanted an experienced guy who's won games in the league to take over their team right here, right now. So they went out and made the deal. A lot of people would say that they gave up too much, but when you're contending and thinking you can win a Super Bowl, that price may not be too high. And for the Eagles, Carson Wentz was their future anyway. They just decided the future was now.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. first down. This is Rawls. And there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On second down, here's Wilson. This will be caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now to send this one away following the score. Here's Landry. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Hey, four down. Bang! Blue 10!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now it's Lockett. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He's got Curse. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Michael. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kristen Michael, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his drive. Poor punter. It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Tannehill, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. Now, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football. It's
a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Again, it's Rawls. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. On his Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Here's Landry. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. 380.
Now Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. And this is an afternoon that they're going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And that's going to be hard for them to do because they still have to go watch film. So someone's going to point out all the errors, but you're exactly right. Can they set that aside and get themselves geared up for a better performance down the road?
Maybe some of them at least have dinner to look forward to with their families after this one.
Well, I've got dinner to look forward to with you, and I know who's mine.
Yep, not me. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll run it here with Michael. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 5. On the carry, Michael. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field. They've got the victory in sight. You've been in this spot before back in your playing days. How nice is it to go out there pretty much knowing this is a victory?
It's beyond nice. It's what you build for each and every week that you're getting ready to play. And that's a tough, long week of practice. But to be able to turn it into a win and be able to enjoy it, Yeah, that's why you play.
Now they'll just be looking here for one final stop in the waning moments. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Blue 10.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Wide 20. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think we brought up statistics from somewhere around circa 1927-28, hoping we could keep people going in this one.
Deep in the annals for this blowout win. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.